Your computer has always been full of tools. A browser for the web. An inbox for mail. A calendar for time. Documents, photos, maps, messages, settings, each in its own place, with its own rules. To get something done, you learn the maze. You opened the right app, found the right file, and moved information from one window to another. But companies building the next generation of AI want to replace that routine with a different question. Not, which app would you like to open? Just, what do you want done? Plan my trip. Find that document. Prepare me for this meeting. Handle my day. That is the pitch behind the rush to put AI assistants into laptops, phones, browsers, and operating systems. The pitch is convenience. But the prize is much bigger. An assistant that can actually help with your life cannot just generate an answer. It has to understand context. And context is where your digital life lives. Your files. Your calendar. Your messages. Your photos. Your preferences. The people you talk to. Ask, what do I need to know before my 2 p.m. call? A useful answer could require your calendar, attendees, emails, documents, notes, and the latest project changes. Or ask, find the lease I was looking at last month. To find it, an assistant might search files, browser history, email attachments, and cloud storage. The more context it has, the less it feels like a search box, and the more it feels like a colleague. That is why the biggest platforms have an advantage. Operating systems sit close to files, notifications, settings, hardware, and permissions. Productivity suites may already contain your documents, meetings, messages, and workplace history. Browsers see activity across the web. Phones contain an unusually detailed map of daily life. The same access that makes an assistant helpful can also make it unusually powerful. This is where the word private enters the story. For years, much of the most powerful AI has lived in data centers. You send a request across the internet. A remote server processes it. A response comes back. Data centers can run larger models on specialized hardware than a phone or laptop can hold. But for that request to be processed, some data has to leave your device. So companies increasingly emphasize a different approach: run at least some AI directly on your device. On-device AI can be faster because there is no round trip to a remote server. It can work with a poor connection, and it can reduce how often sensitive information travels elsewhere. It may also reduce the cloud computing cost of serving AI features to millions of people. This is why AI has become a selling point for new phones and PCs. But on-device does not mean a problem solved. The likely future is not all local AI or all cloud AI. It is hybrid. Small, quick, personal tasks may happen on your device. More complicated requests may be routed to remote systems built for heavier computation. Google's private AI compute illustrates this hybrid direction. Google describes it as a way to use more capable cloud AI while applying privacy protections. That is not a claim that cloud processing disappears. The details matter: what is sent, what is stored, and who can access it. Can it be linked to an account? Use for training? Deleted? Independently verified? Each permission can sound reasonable. Together, they can create a remarkably broad view of a person's life. Microsoft Recall made that risk visible. Recall was designed to help people search what they had previously seen on a PC. People forget file names. They lose tabs. They vaguely remember something they saw weeks ago. A computer that retrieves those moments could save time. But the concept raised immediate questions about what was captured, retained, and protected. Would sensitive information be included? Could another user see it? What if the device were compromised? Microsoft changed elements of Recall's design and rollout after criticism. The lesson is not that a device should never remember anything. The lesson is that local data can still be extremely sensitive. So why are companies racing so hard to own this assistant layer? Because the interface controls the journey. Search engines, app stores, browsers, operating systems, and home screens have all been gateways before. AI assistants could combine those roles into one conversational interface. Instead of searching through 10 links, you may ask an assistant to recommend one option. Instead of opening a shopping app, you may ask it to buy something. Instead of navigating software yourself, you may ask it to complete a task across several services. That does not guarantee that apps, websites, or search engines disappear. But an assistant can become an intermediary, and intermediaries have influence. The question is not whether AI assistants will become more capable. They probably will. The question is what users will trade for that capability, and whether they get meaningful control in return. A trustworthy assistant should make its permissions understandable. Can it read your email, search your files, remember your screen, or access your location? Can you inspect its history, delete what it remembers, and require confirmation before consequential actions? The most useful assistant may have the most context. The most trustworthy one lets you decide what it deserves. This is the real race inside your computer, not simply to build an AI that can talk. It is a race to build the system you trust to see, remember, recommend, and act across your digital life. Would you give an AI more access if it genuinely made your life easier? Where would you draw the line? Tell us in the comments.